STN Racing proudly presents round one of the eNASCAR Road to Pro Qualifying iRacing Series. It's race number 2 from Atlanta Motor Speedway. And these drivers are eager to recreate the show they put on 2 weeks ago in Las Vegas. The winner from the last race, Santiago Tires, he's back and hungry for more, while Nicholas Shelton is looking for redemption after losing by just 9/1000ths of a second 2 weeks ago. Good evening, everybody, and welcome to STN Racing's coverage of the second race here from virtual Atlanta Motor Speedway in Hampton, Georgia. I'm Jacob Hitz, joined alongside Benjamin Easterday up here in the broadcast booth. Zach Johnson, our producer, running the show behind the scenes. Boy, oh boy, this should be fun, huh, Ben?
Yes, and with this new update, we're going to have a lot of lanes to work with, and I think this is probably going to be a really exciting race.
It definitely should be, and we've got a lot of guys up at the front of the field that necessarily weren't up at the front of the field 2 weeks ago in Las Vegas. Kind of some fresh faces up at the front. It should be pretty interesting to watch as these guys are going to keep on fighting to try and make the top 70 in points between all the splits to make it to the next round. The field is rolling, and if ATVO could function somewhat that I could see a starting grid, we can we can get rolling. It's on screen. Unfortunately, ATVO is blocking everything. Here we go. There we go. All right, Brandon McKissick, he's on pole. Will Klein in second. Jesse Atchison in third. Justin Reed fourth. Row 3 has Michael Cozy Jr. on the inside. Jeremy Allen up top. Then Kenny Brady, Corey Carpenter, Timu Toika, Jose Solis Jr., your top 10. Then Will Cooley, Nicholas Shelton, Santiago Tires, Blake McCandless, Michael Gariglia, thank you, producer Colin Bowden, Marcus Lindsay, Jacob Harberts, Jacob Hall, Kyle Myers, James Wenzel, Daniel Smallwood, Caden Honeycutt, Caden Lapsevich, Trevor Perry, Adam Gilliland, Landon Huffman, PJ Evans, Tyler Justice, Jordan Worth. That's your top 30. Then way out back, Garrison Hogan, Garrett Conrath, Justin Knobloch, and James Heater round out the field of 34 trucks here this afternoon from Atlanta. Field's off turn 4, and, well, I hope you're ready because we are. Green flag in the air. Brandon McKissick leads us down to the start, and great run for him out of the gate. That will bring Will Klein in right behind him as they head off to turn 1 for the first time up to speed.
Yeah, behind second, they're 2 by 2 by 2 by 2. We're going to see at the beginning, it's the low line. The low line's going to be the fastest, but as this race goes on, as the tires dig into the track, the high lane is going to be more preferred. So we'll see that.
Will Klein all over the Mac bumper of that 25 of Brandon McKissick off turn 4. Who's going to lead the opening lap? It's going to be McKissick at the stripe, followed by Klein, then Reed, Atchison, Jeremy Allen round out the top 5, double wide, third on back.
We got Justin Reed and Jesse. We're going to see that high line might be coming in faster than we thought, just because they're able to keep that fast speed up high. But we'll see. We'll see. 1 and 2 might change depending on 3 and 4. We might see the low line work for 1 and 2 as opposed to 3 and 4, and vice versa.
These guys are kind of running this like a plate track. We don't see plate tracks for another month till we get to Talladega with the Richmond race in 3 weeks, and then Talladega 2 weeks after that. But these guys are nose to tail, almost like pack racing. As here comes the 20. Well, that's not the 23. That's the 5? Yeah, that's the 5. Justin Reed on the bottom. He was trying to get to Will Klein. He couldn't do it. So Jeremy Allen's going to try and pull the outside with Corey Carpenter up there as well. He was up at the front of the field a lot 2 weeks ago in Las Vegas.
Allen's taking the high line. Let's see if he's able to get the speed on the backstretch here. See if he goes underneath Will Klein here. Is he gonna take it? He thought about it, but no, he's going to stick in right behind him.
And they thought about going through wide as well for a moment. It was Jesse Atchison that was kind of eyeing back there. Michael Cozy Jr. on his back bumper. Nicholas Shelton in that bright green machine is back up there at the front already. He started mid-pack, and he's already found his way into the top 10 through turn 2.
Yeah, they're 2x2x2 in the top 10. It's just right now traffic is in the way and nobody can really go where they want to go. We'll see how it goes, see if the higher lane is able to get faster, see if they're able to make some moves.
It also looks like that inside line is dying just about as quickly as it was born. The inside line, it's now made up of Reed, Atchison, Cozy. There's another truck right behind him. It's Kenny Brady, it looks like. Other than that, the inside line's fizzled out, and everybody's pretty much running that second line as they come off of 2.
Yep, it's getting faster and faster. One thing that I noticed racing earlier this week is, at the beginning of the race, when the tires are nice and cool, that bottom line's going to be the fastest. But as this goes on, as more rubber is laid on the track, the higher you go, the faster you go.
The 6 of Jeremy Allen had a run to the inside of Will Klein. Problem was he couldn't get enough momentum off turn 4. The 15 got the better run on the high side. Now he's going to get eaten up by Corey Carpenter in the 30. As these guys are bobbing and weaving, you got Cozy moving up to the outside line. So another one jumped ship from the bottom to the top. As I think, as these guys see a hole in the top line, they're going for it. They want nothing to do with the bottom.
Jose was thinking about going 3 wide there, but he thought better of it. As they dig it into turn 1, we'll see if Corey Carpenter can make the high side work and see if he's able to get around Will Klein. He's been trying. Here it goes.
That he has.
Easy on the inside. Let's see if he can complete the pass. He's getting a little dirty air from the car in front of him, but it might actually help him with the draft. Ooh, he snuck in there.
Boy. Just sliding it right on in to take that spot away. So Jose Solis Jr. up to P4. We got a top 10 2 weeks ago in Las Vegas. He finished 10th. Started 3rd in that race.
Yeah, Jeremy Allen slowed down to get up in the high lane, and probably Justin Reed's not going to be happy about that. That just slowed him down, and I think he's looking to get past.
How about this? We've made it this far, almost 10 laps in the books, and no cautions yet. We went caution-free 2 weeks ago at Las Vegas. Right now, it's early. Same story as they come off 2.
As Jacob tries to do the broadcaster curse and make a caution happen, it has still not happened, but they are 2x2x2 back behind the top 10.
Yeah, it's all pretty much side by side. Right behind Cozy, you got Caden Honeycutt back there, as well as Will Cooley. Santiago Tires trying to carve his way to the front. He's going to go to the top side, try and make it 3 wide off turn 2. He's going to make it work with a big head of steam. Here comes Tires, still 3 wide for turn 3.
It's getting a little risky back there. The car in the middle, which is Will Cooley, he's not liking where he is.
Yeah, he's not in a great spot because the guys on the outside are going to get the better run. The guys on the inside are still there, so the person in the middle, they're just kind of hanging on for dear life at this point in time. Looks like he should be able to fit in right here, but he's got a mirror full of what number even? The 26 car. Tough to read the number on the side of that thing.
And we're starting to see the cars, where the trucks getting higher and higher and higher. The higher they run, the faster they're going to be on the front stretch and the back stretch. But it also means that they're saving a little bit more tires using up that high lane.
These guys are spreading out through 1 and 2. You got the leaders going to the bottom. You've got others like the 6 of Jeremy Allen. He's going up to the high side. So the outside line really works when you're in traffic, but when you're all alone, you can kind of just pick and choose your own lane.
Yeah, and one thing I noticed while racing earlier this week is if you run the high line, it more burns up your right rear tire, and if you run the low line, it burns up your right front tire. So you can kind of use that to your advantage and use your tire balance to, if you're starting to get a little tight, well, let's try running a different lane and see if that makes it faster, or see if we can cool those tires down.
Battle for third, probably one of the closest battles going on. You got Nicholas Shelton in third, Will Klein fourth, Jeremy Allen in fifth, and then you got Kenny Brady back there as well, kind of following nose to tail. Everybody's still pretty close. You haven't really gotten the leaders jumping out to too far to lead. McKissick rather, only out in front by about 2/10 over Corey Carpenter. So everybody pretty close, but now, I mean, it's pretty much a conga line around the top of the racetrack.
Yeah, it's starting to spread out, but we see Blake McCannis back in P13. He's trying to make a move on the inside, but I think it's going to end up hurting him. He's going to lose that momentum. He might get some positions lost.
Oh, he got himself in line. Not quite sure how he did it, but he was able to shove himself into the outside line and get in there behind Santiago Tires, and they're going to try and work together and get back to the front.
He's got the run, but so is the car in front of him, which is Santiago. He's going to send it to the inside, but that might not work.
We come off 4, and, well.
Oh, making it 3
by
wide.
Tires. Oh, boy. Around Atchison to turn 1. Atchison to the bottom. Tires going to try and move to the middle. At least do what he can. Have a little damage control. 17 with a run up on the high side. Looks like he'll take that spot away. And now Atchison to the bottom.
One thing to look for as well is on the exit of 2, it just gets tighter and tighter and tighter the later you go. So we'll see if these guys are able to keep their cars off the wall, because if you get even a single point of damage, it can ruin your race big time.
And you don't have fast repairs here either, so when you hit the wall, you've pretty much got that damage with you the whole rest of the way. So you drive too hard into the corner, and you're going to pay the price.
That's correct. We got a battle here for P17. We got Colin Borden sending it.
Yeah, Bowden's going to take that spot away from Cooley, and he's going to make that work. Jesse Atchison started third. He's back in 17th and still falling backward. Daniel Smallwood's working on him. James Wenzel back there as well. He guess doesn't. Oh, well, he just got pretty loose through 3 and 4. I guess he just does not have a long run truck.
That was a close one. That was a big wiggle. But he keeps it going, and we'll see if they can keep on making positions or if he's going to keep on losing.
Maybe that's why he's falling back, is because that thing is just too darn loose for him.
Might have to adjust those tire pressures or see if he can run a different lane to try to get more pressure in one of those tires.
Yeah, loose is fast, but if the thing's too loose, you're wrecked.
Yeah, right. And we're about to see a gaggle of cars from P6 all the way to P13.
Yeah, here comes Justin Reed.
P6.
Yeah, everybody's stuck behind Jeremy Allen. Here comes Reed to the inside. You got Cozy back there. 3 wide further back. Here comes Solis. They are not ready for this. They made it, I think. Off of 4, you got the 33 of Solis Jr. in the middle. On the inside, you got McCandless. On the outside, you've got Santiago Tires. And in front of that's Caden Honeycutt. Still 3 wide to turn 1.
Yeah, and Michael, that red car, he just has nowhere to go. He's just got to go, well, I'm going to see which lane's the fastest. Am I going to go the outside? Do I want to go to the middle? No, let's stick with the outside. The outside's the most preferred, it looks like.
I think they're going to be able to make it work. Meanwhile, Cozy looks like he got by, he's battling Caden Honeycutt right now as they try and work on Jeremy Allen. They were able to shuffle Justin Reed out of the way, and here comes Cozy to the inside of the 6. This is 4P6.
He sends it in there. He's going to burn that right front a bit. Use it up. He's sideways.
Got it.
But he's got it. But the 2 car.
Yep.
I mean, the 6 car. He's going to come with a... Nope. It is Honeycutt. Honeycutt's going to...
Well, he had a run, but so did Honeycutt. They both went to the bottom, and now here comes Honeycutt.
Honeycutt's
going to go to the bottom.
Pushing up. Trying to keep it off.
hang on to her. He was dirt tracking it through 3 and 4, but he makes it work for now. And they're still side by side, trying to get a little side draft to turn 1. We'll see if it pays off. Reed pushing Allen through turn 1, through turns 1 and 2.
Yeah, and while this battle's going, Cozy is just gone. He is out.
Yeah, he's got the hand out the window. Thanks, see ya. Because, I mean, everybody else is pulled away. This group 2.5 seconds behind the race leader. And, oh, my goodness, Caden Honeycutt trying to wreck the field.
He is really tight. He's just pushing up. He can't.
Oh, look at this move. Justin Reed tried to go 3 wide on the outside to get by Allen. Couldn't do it. Now he's going to try and go up the middle in turn 1. Oh, boy.
Allen has the speed coming out from the backstretch. Let's see if he does anything with the run.
He's got Tires lurking down his neck as well.
Ooh,
great racing
man.
back.
Oh, I almost.
Stacking up. Oh, look out, the 24 to the grass.
That is car number 21 of Colin.
That's Harberts that went driving on through the grass. They're still 3 wide further back. Or that was the 21. That's Bowden. You're right. I can't read.
That's all right. I was calling him wrong the entire time, but he's stuck on the bottom. I think he's going to probably at least lose 3 or 4 spots if he just stays stuck down there.
Yeah. And I mean, Jeremy Allen is just holding everybody up.
Yeah, they're stacked up.
Correctly in there in 11th. He goes to the inside. Looks like he might get by, sliding up a little bit off the corner, still side by side. This is for 10th.
Ooh, we got a car.
One in the wall further back. It's the 16.
That's Marcus Lindsay.
Yeah, he brushed the wall. That's not going to help, and he is sinking like a brick in water, just going. The 3 car, is that damage? Or, no, it's not damage. It's just his paint scheme that looks wacky. Speaking of wacky, these guys up here still with Jeremy Allen, Harberts in the 24, Willie Bowden. Oh my goodness!
We just saw Adam Gilliland get into the back of the 19 car there, or the 29 car. I'm sorry, he's in P19, and he's got a low damage on the rear end.
Yeah, well, up at the back of this group, they're impatient. They want to know why we're not going anywhere. Here comes the 21, looking 3 wide on the bottom. This ought to be fun. Can't get there. Got to stay in line. Here comes the 33 as well. Solis is going to try this again. He's falling way back. It's just because they can't get by this 6 truck.
Yeah, this mid-pack is going to keep on getting more impatient until someone makes a mistake and someone gets turned.
And when that happens, it's going to be big. With the amount of trucks that are piled up in this little pack right here, it won't be long. Here comes the 10 up the middle, Will Cooley. He's gotten the 6 out of the way now, finally. 32 a Smallwood going to try and follow. No, he goes to the high side. Oh, they're 3 wide further back. Solis Jr. in the middle. Oh, they're going to try and go 4. Oh, boy.
Smallwood was getting a little help there from James to get sideways and get moving, but he just got into the wall.
Yeah,
there.
He got the wall on the straightaway heading into turn 1. Might cost him a little bit.
Yeah, we'll see if that damages car at all. Or his truck. Sorry, keep on saying that.
Gotta wonder if the 6 maybe got the wall as well, and that's why he's fallen back as much as he doesn't have the speed because he brushed the wall at one point. It doesn't look like there's any damage on the right side of that truck.
Yeah, I'm not seeing any. I do see that he's a little loose there, but we'll just see farther down the line if he's back in the 20th position or something like that.
We already have a retirement. Jacob Hall has parked the truck. He is done for the night. Potentially. He manually disconnected, so that's not a fallout problem. So I believe he is done as they're still 3 wide. Jeremy Allen on the high side with Smallwood as well. They got Solis Jr., Blake McCandless. They're all down here.
It's a battle between the high line and the low line. The low line's faster in the turns. The high line's faster in the backstretch and the front stretch.
These guys are still 3 wide, lap after lap after lap. Jeremy Allen has been rim riding for the last, 5-10 laps. McCandless, one of the main guys for the FTF broadcast here, doing pretty well, 15th. Let me look, see where he started. He started 14th, so he's right about where he started in that 17 truck. As it's still a fight. Go ahead.
Sorry. Currently, the top 15 is single wide. That's why we're kind of focusing on these top 20 cars here in the back. But
got
man,
one brush on the wall back there. I think that was, that's Timu in the 29. Toyka, I believe that's how you say his name. He's got back end damage. Now he's got side damage. That 6 is still out of control. As here comes, that's Adam Gilliland. He peeks to the inside. He wants nothing to do with this. Get out of my way. And I think, for the most part now, everybody's gotten by the 6. Great driving on display from these guys to not wreck around them. Let's head back up front, P7. Got a nice little conga line here. Caden Honeycutt, Justin Reed, Santiago Tires, and Gariglia on the 26, Michael Gariglia. This is 7th through 10th. And I mean, nose to tail, almost bump drafting each other sideways down the back straightaway. Here comes Gariglia to the inside.
And
trying to get by Tires.
Honeycutt started back in 23rd.
Oh,
so he's all
he
the way
almost
up to
got wrecked.
P7.
Oh, and Tires gets put in the wall. Tires got put in the wall, got too aggressive to the high side, and Reed and him made contact, and Tires hits the wall on the straightaway. That's going to hurt.
Yeah, I can see he's got damage, and I can already see coming out of the backstretch he's pushing, so that's going to hurt his exits on the turns.
Okay, it sounds like some of the drivers around Reed not happy with that. Considering how early it is in the race. 167 laps on the board. We're on lap 37. Oh, and Honeycutt and Reed all over each other again back to turn 1. Now here comes Gariglia to the inside. Gonna try and get by the 5. Can't do it.
Starting to see some of these drivers starting to wall ride in the turns. Not seeing it from the leaders yet. The leaders are kind of staying in the mid to low end of the turn.
I mean, McKissick, he's running the white line.
That's correct. Yeah, it all depends on how your open setup is and how loose or tight your car is. If you're loose, then you're going to want to ride that high line. If you're tight, you're going to want to run that low line.
It also depends on how much you killed your tires at this point as well. Still a nice little battle back here. Gariglia, you got Bowden up here now in the top 10. He takes P9 all over the back bumper of Reed back to turn 1. He's going to send it up on the high side and trying to get to the outside of the 5. Can't quite do it off of 2, but he's got a good run coming.
Yeah, we're about 20 laps from pit stop, so it'll be interesting to see how these tires hold up and who set up their cars correctly and who's saving more tires or not.
Oh boy, Justin Reed sent it into turn 3. Honeycutt tried to get the crossover, lost it. And now here comes Bowden. Bowden with the Space Station Gaming truck. New team in the Coke Series this year representing them, and he's made his way up to P8 to the inside of Caden Honeycutt. He'll get by. Now he's trying to work on the 5 of Justin Reed. Here he goes, inside for 7th. Not going to quite get clear off the corner, but he's going to be close.
Two by
And
two.
through turn
and we
one,
got
he's got it.
back in
Battle for second.
P13. Ooh. We had Santiago be sideways on the exit
Oh,
of turn
man,
two.
yeah. Oh, and he's got Herbert's right on him.
He was
got
on
McCandless
him.
There. McCandless there in the 17 as well. The 9 and Hogan all over each other here at the front. Well, at the front in 11th.
He was on him hard in turns 1 and 2. So let's see if he tries again here in this time.
They're going to try and go 3 wide. Here comes Hogan at the bottom. Tires with that damage. He just can't do anything. He can't go to the bottom. He can't go to the middle. He can't go to the top because there are trucks there no matter what. He's kind of just stuck. Got Adam Gilliland, Jordan Worth all on pit road. Knobloch on pit road. Landon Huffman, James Wenzel, they're all coming to pit road. Conrath, Heater. Gotta wonder if maybe we're going to see some other folks come on to pit road around this time frame. Yeah, here comes Justin Reed. He's coming to pit road.
Pretty
So the pit
interesting.
strategy already beginning.
Playing the tire strategy here.
You want tires? Well, I gotta go get tires. Battle for 4th. Kenny Brady, Nicholas Shelton.
Tire fall off is pretty bad here at Atlanta just because of how rough the track is. So it's kind of surprising they're pitting this early, but kind of not surprising.
Jeremy Allen says he's coming in this time, and he is. Looks like nobody else is coming. So we'll have to wait another lap or two. PJ Evans coming in. Drifting it onto pit road. I think he sped. So Brandon McKissick is your race leader here in Atlanta, and green flag pit stops are now pretty much happening. Cozy gets passed by a car that pitted. That's Landon Huffman. He just pitted for new tires. That car has damage on the left side, on the right side. I think on the back of it. Yeah, he got beaten around a lot there under green flag.
Yeah, but you can see how fast he just blew by Cozy there. That shows you how good the new tires are. Even with that damage, he is flying.
Yeah, he just blew by the 7 of Shelton. Now he's going to cut to the inside of Kenny Brady.
Kind of working his way around these slower cars.
Yeah, it won't be long until they're the faster cars. Oh my. Back straightaway is a cluster. They are 3 wide, almost by 3 wide, with Garrison Hogan, Caden Honeycutt. It's a mix between cars that have pitted, or trucks that have pitted and haven't pitted, and this is going to be where the big one happens. I'm calling it right now.
Yeah, we'll
Your race leader's pitting this time by.
Depends on how smart they want to cut it. Ooh. Jordan Worth just sent it. We got a lot of people pitting. Let's see if they keep it clean.
Oh boy, this ought to be good. Looks like it. Your race leaders on pit road. You got Cozy on pit road. Corey Carpenter, the 34, Kenny Brady, the 15, Will Klein. They're all on pit road. So your top 5 are on pit road for the first time tonight. Garrison Hogan coming in this time by. Oh, and Caden Honeycutt sliding the tires, locking them up. But it looks like for the second week in a row, we're going to survive green flag pit stops.
I'm going to be surprised if I don't see any black flags being thrown for how hard these guys are entering pit road. We have a slow cozy on the exit. Oh no, he spun it on the inside.
Oh no! Oh, he did, and there was no caution for it. Lost it on the apron. Oh man. Heartbreak for the driver of the 14 truck.
Currently shown P31. We'll see how fast he can move
A lap
up.
down. Well, he blinked out as well. He blinked out right at the same time and then came back, and now he's 31st, 1 lap down. Possible speeding. Get the wee-woos out. Honeycutt.
Honeycutt was doing good. He came from P23 up to P7. That's going to hurt.
Can confirm on pit road for speeding. So he's now 33rd, a lap down. And Cozy still on the lead lap. He's 17 seconds behind the race leader. Adam Gilliland, your race leader. Gilliland pitted before everybody else, it looks like. Yeah, he did.
Got about a 1 second lead over Jesse. And then we got Justin Reed, James, Brandon.
Yeah, so your initial race leader, Brandon McKissick, sits P5. We'll take a break here. 53 laps are complete this time around. Adam Gilliland, your race leader here in Atlanta. Let's go side by side.
Of the best sim racers. $200,000 on the line. Who will rise to the challenge? Interlagos, Barcelona, Imola, Silverstone, Road Atlanta, Montreal, Spa, Nürburgring, Le Mans, Monza. This is racing for immortality. This is esports personified. This is the Porsche Tag Heuer Esports Super Cup.
Welcome back to Atlanta Motor Speedway, virtual Atlanta Motor Speedway. Brandon McKissick has reclaimed the lead, and he's got Will Klein, Corey Carpenter, Adam Gilliland all over the back bumper. Jacob Pitts, Ben Easterday here with you for the call. Zach Johnson running the stream for us as our producer. And it's been a good one so far. No cautions. We have seen a couple of incidents, including Michael Cozy Jr. looping it around on the apron after green flag stops. We've seen 4 lead changes. The most recent one, McKissick retaking the lead away from Adam Gilliland, who was out in front because of some tire strategy. He pitted early, was on fresher tires earlier, so was able to gain the most out of his tires early on, get to the lead, but now McKissick has cycled back around. Here comes Nicholas Shelton flying like a bat out of hell on the bottom of the racetrack, trying to get by Gilliland.
Yeah, Adam. Those tires were so good at the beginning. Now they're falling off, and everybody's catching them and passing them. We'll see how far he drops back. He's already about 1.5 seconds to 2 seconds off the leader, and that was just 2 laps ago when they passed him.
And that's the difference that 8-lap-old tires can make. Gilliland pitted 8 laps before everybody else in front of him. He's paying the price now. Battle for second. Will Klein, Corey Carpenter. Klein was in second for most of the night so far. And now he's looking to get back by Carpenter. Carpenter ran strong 2 weeks ago when we were at Las Vegas. Carpenter finished in the 4th spot. He started 4th. No, he didn't start 4th. He started 6th. Led some laps, led 12 of them. Brought it home in a good spot.
Watching Carpenter here, he kind of enters the turns kind of midway and then diamonds it and exits the turn low. So he might have a tight car on exits and he's trying to mitigate that, but it's actually working. He's catching up to the lead.
Carpenter 12th in points right now. Remember, top 70 out of this first round make the show, make the second round. Corey Carpenter trying to do that here in this 30 truck.
He's there.
12th in points, and a win tonight would be big. Looking to the inside. McKissick shuts the door. Now they'll both kind of just stay in the middle. I think that's going to hurt Carpenter more than it's going to help him. He'll have to regroup as Will Klein starts to reel in Carpenter again.
All right, let's see how he takes this turn. Last time he took it mid and then exited low. Let's see if he does it again. Tries to get that good exit speed.
It's almost like diamonding the corner.
That's correct.
Just crank it down, get the run, and then take it off. I mean, he's there. Just didn't get quite enough of a run that he got last time around.
It's a good 3-second lead for the top 5 from P6.
Tell you what, looking back through the field, we talked about Cozy. He spun it off of pit road on the apron. He's made some moves. He's up to 25th. He had a fast truck. He's been inside the top 10 for pretty much the whole night until that point. He's now 25th. He's closing in on Santiago Tires, who has damage that we talked about. Will Cooley in front of him as well. Cozy, if he can catch a caution or two at the right time, he still has a shot. He's not done yet. Same with Honeycutt. Honeycutt right now the second truck on 1 lap down. Landon Huffman the first one 1 lap down. So Honeycutt would need at least 2 cautions to get the free pass and get back on the lead lap. But it's not over for these guys yet. They're just going to need these cautions to fall soon because you're going to run out of laps pretty quick.
Yeah, it's still early in the race. Remember, we got 167 of these bad boys left to go. And it's only lap 64, so still got a ways to go.
Yeah, we're closing in on 100 laps to go. As I couldn't even tell you what halfway is. Lap 83? Lap 84? Somebody? Sure. I think. 160 divided by 2 is 80. 170 divided by 2 is 85? I think.
I'll go with your math.
That sounds right. So somewhere around there, 83, 84. Somebody get a calculator out. We'll figure it out.
While we figure this out, if we go back to P15, P16, P17, P18, we got a battle going on. They were 2x2x2, and Jordan Worth is just sitting back waiting for somebody to make a mistake and make a move.
This isn't a battle. This is a pack. We've seen this a couple times already tonight, and it's reunited once again, kind of the eye of the storm back here in the back of the field with Smallwood, Atchison, Lindsay, Jordan Worth, Harberts, Trevor Perry back here. Jose Salas Jr. up by the wall. Confirmation. Halfway point, lap 83 and a half. So I was right. For once, I got a math question right. Write it down. We'll never forget the day. These guys still battling pretty tight back here. Got the 24 of Harberts. Lindsay in the 20 in the 16. He bounced off the wall earlier on. Atchison still clinging on for dear life in that blank blue 11 truck on the high side.
I think it also helps that pit cycles happen on different laps. I thought that Jordan Worth is catching up, but now looking closer, he's falling back. So I think he might have pitted earlier, and he's got older tires.
Yeah, he was one of the earlier ones to pit. Here comes that Solis Jr. looks like trying to slice and dice. Problem is he ran out of racetrack. Couldn't do it.
Yeah, with Perry
and don't look too far
him.
behind these guys. Michael Cozy Jr., he's coming. He's up to 23rd, and there's a lot of race trucks right in his path right now. He's about a second back from that pack.
Yeah, with those trucks side by side, they're slowing each other up, and it's going to help Cozy catch up to him faster and faster.
Jose Solis Jr. went to the top to the bottom, elevator down. There's still 3 wide here off of turn 4. I can't believe they made that work because Jose Solis Jr. was sideways off of 2, cranked it left, got to the yellow line and got to the white line and still hasn't left it. He's going to pick up all these spots and wind up P16 by the exit of 2 right here.
Ooh, that slide. That was a good slide for leading that pack.
Oh, and there's still 3 wide further back. Who's that? That's Will Cooley going to the inside. Try to get by, that's the 3 that has damage, Trevor Perry.
Yeah, Will Cooley started 11th. Perry started P25.
Yeah, Atchison is just falling backwards.
Yeah, looks like Perry has some right rear damage there. It's not holding him up. He's going.
Yeah, he's still boogieing. While all of this is going on, go back up inside the top 10. Blake McCandless gets by Adam Gilliland going into turn 1. Remember, Gilliland on the older tires. As Gilliland, it took him a while to fall outside or fall to the back of the top 10, and he's at risk of falling out of the top 10 entirely. But still, that took a decent amount of time for that to happen.
Yeah, it looked like that early pit stop, even though he lost a lot of positions there a couple laps ago when he was leading. He's in P10 and he started P26, so he might have gained a good 10 to 5 spots just by pitting early.
Let's go back up front to the leaders. Brandon McKissick still out in front. Corey Carpenter second. Nicholas Shelton now in third, and they're all pretty close together.
They've been close together after the pit stop, and looks like Nicholas is thinking about it, but he might wait a lap or 2 before he tries to make another attempt for P2.
Shelton with one of the fastest laps that last time by. The only truck that was faster was Will Klein right behind him.
Yeah,
so
Will
Nicholas
Klein's
Shelton, man on a mission.
Yeah, Will Klein is catching him.
Well, if he fell back, he was running in that third spot until Shelton got by him.
Yeah, with Carpenter and Shelton being side by side, that's only going to let Will Klein catch up, and so same with Kenny Brady.
And that's going to allow McKissick to just pull away. Ten laps away from halfway here at Atlanta. Here comes Shelton inside, and he got it.
Battle is a brewing.
These guys still battling it out. Carpenter, and now Klein looking to the inside in that 15. Thought about it, now he gets back in line, wants to try and get the draft.
Kenny Brady in P5, he's watching the battles. He's loving what he sees, because the more they battle, the faster he's going to catch them.
And it's going to slow them down. They'll be faster and try and blow right by them both.
These top 5 currently have a 5-second lead off of P6.
Yeah, they are. This kind of reminds me of 2001 the March race here, where you had the 4-5 car breakaway at the front with Jeff Gordon, Kevin Hart, Dale Jarrett, and the like up at the front. That's kind of what this reminds me of, except they were a lot closer to the end of the race than we are.
Well, we'll see if we get one of those classic Atlanta finishes.
That's what I've been hoping for. We had one last week at Las Vegas. We may see another one here tonight. You never know. While we're here, let's talk about our friends at the racingexperts.com, your place for NASCAR, eNASCAR, and other motorsports news. Visit theracingexperts.com today. Maybe we can do that later and I'll figure it out. Figure out how to read.
Reading is hard.
Getting something from our friends at Podium. They're off doing top split. Sounds like they are having server issues across the board with splits. We really haven't had that yet. We did have 2 more retirements. Garrett Conrath, Justin Knobloch. They have parked the trucks for tonight, so only 31 trucks are left. But other than that, I don't think there are any other problems.
Yeah, everything that we're seeing in this server has currently been manual disconnections. Nothing that looks like it was automatic. So far so good in this session.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I know there have been some issues with the 87 cars and the strength stocks, potentially because of the new damage model. But there's a fix that's set for tomorrow to come out. So yeah, I'm not sure what this is about. Oh well, we're good.
Fortunately, currently, they're all pretty much single file throughout the entire track. We have a battle for 25th between James Heater and Timu.
This battle for the lead isn't done yet between Shelton and McKissick because we got a lap truck in the way. It is the 28. That's Kyle Myers. He's going to go up to the high side and let the 2 leaders keep on going. Maybe Shelton going to go to the high side. They're both going to go to the high side to get the draft off of him. And now we'll go to the bottom here in 3 and 4. And McKissick slides at the racetrack. Shelton looks to the inside. Can't quite get there.
He's there.
Still there now as they head to turn 1. We saw Shelton do this on the last lap at Las Vegas. Here he goes now right before the halfway point into turn 1.
Brandon really sent it there. Let's see if he can... Yep, he kept the speed on the exit.
Yeah, he got a good run on that high side. That's what I was looking for. Shelton going to drive it in deep into 3. They're about even. Shelton sliding a little bit on the bottom. McKissick trying to keep the foot on the gas. Who's going to lead at the halfway point side by side? It's McKissick by half a truck length. And that is your halfway point. As we cross the halfway point in tonight's race, it's time to bring you the iRacing Midway Race Break, brought to you by iRacing, the world's premier online racing game. iRacing puts you in the driver's seat to experience today's newest form of competitive motorsport, virtual racing, all from your home PC. Race virtually in Australian supercars, IndyCar, IMSA, NASCAR, the World of Outlaws, and more. Taking a look at the top of the board, Brandon McKissick. He's been out front for most of the night. He continues to lead. Nicholas Shelton running in second. Corey Carpenter third. Will Klein fourth. Kenny Brady fifth. Michael Gariglia, I think I got that right. He's sixth. Brake McCandless in seventh. Colin Bowden eighth. Garrison Hogan ninth. Jacob Harberts rounds out the top 10. Then Adam Gilliland in 11th, James Wenzel in 12th, Jose Solis Jr. in 13th, Daniel Smallwood 14th, Trevor Perry 15th, Jeremy Klein 16th, Will Cooley 17th, Marcus Lindsay 18th, Tyler Justice 19th, Michael Cozy Jr. rounding out the top 20. Then Santiago Tires, the winner from Las Vegas, he's 21st, James Heater 22nd, Caden Lapsevich in 23rd, PJ Evans 24th, Kyle Myers 25th, 1 lap down, Justin Reed 26th, 1 lap down, Caden Honeycutt 27th, Jesse Atchison 28th, Jordan Worth 29th, Timu Toika in 30th, Landon Huffman 31st. Out of the race, Justin O'Block, Garrett Conrath, Jacob Hall. This concludes tonight's iRacing midway race break with over 170,000 drivers on the service and over 90 laser scanned tracks and cars to choose from. iRacing is your portal to the racing world. Get on track today at iRacing.com. Saw Adam Gilliland make a pit stop there during that.
Yeah, we're 2 laps away from... We're 2 laps away from lap 90, and they were pitting around lap 45, so we're going to see some pit stops here pretty soon.
Still some tight battling here up at the front for the lead, and then 3rd and 4th. Putting on a good show for us.
Yeah, Shelton is continuing to try to pass for the lead, but he's just stuck. There's nowhere he can go. If he goes to the low end, he gets blocked. If he goes to the high end.
I mean, at this point, I'd just sit around and wait. You got pit stops coming up. Hang on to the car. Maybe you can get him getting into pit road, getting off pit road. Don't worry about it now. If you lose time on pit road, all right, then you got to work hard when you get back on the racetrack to try and get back by him. But at this point, this should be, if we stay green the rest of the way, it's certainly possible, this should be the penultimate pit stop here. I'd imagine we'd see him pit one more time before this thing is said and done. Maybe more than that if we get cautions.
Yeah, we might see one more after this one.
Just because it's a long way to go from here to the end. You're going to be going, what, almost 70 laps from here. That's going to be tough to make when these guys have been making about 40 to 50 laps a stint. They're going to have to pit probably with about 10 to 20 to go, or they may split that last part in half and pit with about 30 to go instead.
Yeah, it might be up to their spotter and crew chief giving them the numbers, saying what's the plan. If this thing goes green, what are we going to do? If this thing has a caution, what are we going to do?
And it'll also depend on what the other drivers around you do. If somebody decides, yeah, we're going to pit and split it in half, I think everybody might come onto pit road and split it in half.
Yeah, and with the multiple lanes, draft is still kind of important. You don't want to lose your buddy.
Yeah. We've already seen one oopsie getting off pit road. If we see another, could that bring a caution out? I'm surprised the last one didn't bring out a caution, considering there were trucks in the area of Cozy when he looped it. Sounds like he's coming to pit road this time by. And he is. As well as Jeremy Allen. So far, the leader's not biting yet. Still side by side, at least trying to be. Harbert's coming in. He's P10, the 24 truck. Here he comes to pit road. Now the 7, going to try and go to the outside here for the lead. I think this is pretty much a sign that McKissick wants the bottom because he's coming to pit road. No, Shelton's going to turn dead left off the corner.
I don't think he turned dead left. He got loose off the exit and just had to save it.
He decided, heck with it. I might as well just go down here. Side by side for third, though, between Carpenter and Klein. Carpenter got a good run on the high side. He might hang on. Sounds like Carpenter's going to come in this time. He's just going to let Klein go. We'll see what the top two do. Sounds like Klein might also be coming in this time.
Give him a little shove.
Gariglia coming in. It's P6. Top 2 stay out.
Top 5 stay out.
Top 4 stay out. Gariglia did come onto pit road, though. Nobody else yet.
We have some fast cars with fresh tires passing the leaders now. We got
Yeah,
Landon
that's
Huffman,
Landon Huffman. We saw this earlier.
P31.
Garrison Hogan coming in. Sounds like Will Cooley might be coming in. Trevor Perry. Tyler Justice on pit road.
With these leaders staying out, it's going to be interesting to see how they fall in position when they exit pit road.
Yeah, this is going to be something, because it didn't stay out this much the last time around.
That lap car.
Yeah.
He thought about going inside, like, nope, let's go to the outside.
I think he got worried that maybe one of them would try and pit, so he decided, all right, instead of getting Quinn Hooft or JJ Yaley, figure might as well just go to the top and try and get by him that way, and I think he's going to do that right here.
There he goes.
Nyom, see ya.
Gets that lap back. Leaders continue to stay out there.
Yeah, this is something. I wonder if maybe these guys are trying to stretch it enough where they only have to make one more stop. I couldn't think that would work. With people pitting for fresh tires, they're going to get eaten alive, but yeah.
They're able to go for about 55, 60 laps on fuel. There we go.
Here comes McKissick. And here comes the 30. Oh, Will Klein, hang on. Woo, he does. Good thing he's pitting for tires. So that means Nicholas Shelton, your race leader. Adam Gilliland should cycle around to the race leader here when we get everybody to pit road. I think Shelton might be coming in this time. Yep, here he comes. Race leader Nicholas Shelton to pit road.
And that transition from the turn to pit road, that's what's getting these drivers all sideways.
And it's not easy making green flag pit stops at any racetrack. Let's go back to Adam Gilliland. Justin Reed in second. They are pretty close right now, at 0.2 of a second separating them. Then it's Jordan Worth, Jesse Atchison, Will Cooley, and then Michael Gariglia, then Brandon McKissick. And there they go. They get by Shelton. Shelton just got off pit road. We'll see how long it takes. We'll see where he comes out. Looks like he's going to come out well behind McKissick. There he went. In fact, looks like Will Klein's going to get by no problem as well. And Carpenter's going to be close. So not a great pit cycle for Nicholas Shelton.
No, it was not.
Although Michael Cozy Jr., with where he cycled around, I know he pitted early, or earlier than the leaders. He's going to be right about 10th when things cycle around. A great job for Cozy, who looped it onto the first green flag pit stops on the apron. He has climbed back big time, as here's a big time move. Shelton wants to get by these guys, and he's got people in his way. Will Cooley, get out of my way, thank you. Kyle Myers there, the lap truck as well. He's going to blow by him off turn 4. And now we'll try and get to the back bumper, the 15, Will Klein. As McKissick blows by Jordan Worth like he's standing still. Gariglia next up to bat.
This is the fun part of just, it looks like the Xfinity cars versus the truck cars here with the new tires and old tires.
And there goes McKissick. Bye-bye. That's Honeycutt here on the flat. He's going to come up right in front of these guys. He's got the freshest tires. He just came off pit road.
Oh, he's going to get
right in the way of McKissick. Oh, and he's got the 5 right in front of him. Look out, look out. Whew. McKissick avoids it all, and here he goes for the lead. Adam Gittleman right in front of him. Top spot on the board. New leader, Brandon McKissick once again.
Just like we saw in the first pit cycle.
Oh my goodness. Look at Will Klein and in the 15 or the 7 goodness of Nicholas Shelton slicing and dicing, almost making contact with Gariglia there. Here comes the 27 Honeycutt. He blows by McKissick.
Getting another lap back.
And Shelton is back in second. 4/10 behind the race leader. And here comes Corey Carpenter closing in on Will Klein, trying to rekindle that battle from before the pit stops.
Got Carpenter on the inside. Gonna make a nice clean pass.
And he gets by. How about this? Battle for the lead. Nicholas Shelton, superhero cape on, inside for the lead. Gonna get pinched. Off at 2, he's close.
See if McKissick can get that side draft to pull him back.
Lap car ahead as well. Wow, it's Honeycutt. He's pulling away. New leader, Nicholas Shelton. That's the first pass we've seen under green completed. Somebody getting by McKissick that wasn't involving pit road. Shelton to the front.
Yeah, and McKissick is losing time on entry.
And you got to remember, Shelton pitted after McKissick. So there is a tire discrepancy there. Shelton's tires are just a lap or 2 fresher than McKissick, and that could be the difference.
Even with
if I'm Will Klein, if I'm Corey Carpenter, I'm taking notes of that for this last pit stop.
As if there's another pit stop.
Again, I'd have to imagine, we're inside 60 to go now, and Shelton's tires are 8 laps old. So these guys are going to have to make it 66 laps on this set of tires. That's not going to be possible. Fuel window's 55, 60 laps. These guys do have a few more sets of tires. These guys have only pitted twice. They've got 6 sets. So if we get a couple of cautions, that could change things up. Otherwise, I think we're going to see everybody pit once again with about 20 to go, maybe 10 to go. Some may try and stretch it all the way to the end, but they're just going to get eaten up with these tires if they can make it on fuel.
Yeah, they still got 4 sets left.
Yeah, everybody has pitted only 2 times. Nobody's pitted more than that.
Got a battle going for third.
Yeah, saw this movie before. Will Klein, Corey Carpenter. Carpenter trying to get the spot.
Ooh, he gets blocked in that middle. It's got the dirty air. It's kind of pushing him up.
Carpenter will just have to try again. On board with the 30.
So he goes high there. Diamond's hit goes to the inside. Then it pushes up. Here he kind of rides that seam.
It's a good run, but Klein got a better run.
trying to battle for 5th as well.
Yeah, it's Kenny Brady and Michael Gariglia.
Kenny Brady sent it on the inside. Ooh, and Michael got a little loose there. That's going to lose him time.
Yeah. Brady was in the this split 2 weeks ago at Las Vegas. Finished 6th, started 10th. So another solid day for Kenny Brady. Just hanging around. And Brady actually 22nd in points. So as of this point, he's in the next round. He's just got to be consistent. And if he keeps this up for the next 6 more weeks, 6 more races, he's got a shot at the second round of the eNASCAR Road to Pro Qualifying iRacing Series.
Yeah, and we got a gaggle of cars from P14 to P20. Starting to go 2 by 2. Jose just passed Cozy for P13.
Yeah, Cozy, his tires, well, they're not the oldest, but they're also not the freshest with the guys around him. Solis, his tires are a little fresher than Cozy's. Still a solid rebound for him. P14.
Yep. With that mistake, P14, that is not bad.
Are we really going to make it 2 races in a row without a caution flag? I mean, we talked before the race. We said we figured this was going to be a wreck fest. We haven't seen anything.
No, with the multi-groove racing, there's bound to be a mistake somewhere with someone getting into somebody else's lane and then make a mistake and turning them. But so far, so good. We've seen a couple.
I think we only need 1. We get 1 caution, we're going to get a string of 8 after that. Just because everybody's going to be bunched up, everybody's going to be close together, everybody's going to want to go to the front as quick as they can on fresh tires, and boom.
Yep. Only time will tell. There's been a couple cars that have been gotten on the exit of 2, and seen a lot of cars get really loose on pit entry. So there's a bunch of moments still left to go where someone can easily make a mistake, cause a yellow.
That's true. But by this point, this will be the 3rd time around they do green flag pit stops. If you haven't wrecked the first 2 times, I don't think you're going to wreck the 3rd time, but you never know. You never know.
If you're back in P10, P15, P20, you're bound to push it that one last time to see if you can gain some positions.
That's true. As man, Barney, he gets a great view for these races. I think at this point we don't even need him at Richmond. I know we're going to do a short track in 3 weeks. We're probably going to see a couple of cautions there, but at this rate, I think we just send him home. We're going to need him at Talladega. There's no doubt in my mind about that. That Talladega, Martinsville, we're going to need him. Richmond, I don't know. Well, while we're at a standstill, Nicholas Shelton, your race leader. 48 laps to go here at Atlanta. We'll go side by side once again.
iRacing is a sim racing game that combines a true-to-life racing experience with an online community of virtual racers from all around the globe. iRacing offers a multitude of officially licensed cars and tracks, laser scanned with millimeter accuracy. Their car models and mechanical systems are based on real-world physics, engineered in cooperation with manufacturers and race teams. Their skill license system ranges from rookie to pro, ensuring members are always pitted against those with similar skill sets. Members are able to sign up for a weekly race series, compete in time trials, host a private race with friends, and participate in racing leagues created and run by the community. With over 170,000 members, iRacing works in partnership with renowned motorsports organizations like NASCAR to deliver virtual races based on the real-life NASCAR Cup Series, as well as many other series on the NASCAR ladder. iRacing also features team racing, providing a variety of options for members to create and manage their own teams. Race with friends or real-world teammates in full-length endurance events like the 24 Hours of Daytona, Spa 24, or the Bathurst 12 Hour. Additional partners include IMSA, World of Outlaws, Supercars, and IndyCar, allowing members to race in their very own Indianapolis 500, Bathurst 1000, Chili Bowl, and many more iconic events. This is iRacing, delivering the most authentic racing experience short of getting into a real race car. Sign up today at iRacing.com.
So, Jacob, what's coming up next on STN?
Well, a lot of stuff. Coming up Friday, tomorrow, FTF. Saturday Night Super Speedway League, except it's on Fridays. Presented by STN. Legacy, Texas with the Rally Daytona prototypes. Then Saturday, the Friday, the FTF Saturday Friday thing. That's at 9 o'clock on Friday. Saturday, FTF Grand National Series from Road Atlanta, presented by Bar Visuals. 10 o'clock start. Then next Friday, remember no Road to Pro next week or the following. Next Friday, FTF Saturday Night Super Speedway League, except for on Fridays. Michigan International Speedway with the Gen 6 just lower power on those cars, and that's where we're at right now. And these guys are trying to cannibalize each other back here for 16th place. Trevor Perry, Daniel Smallwood, Marcus Lindsay. We were talking over the break, hoping one might make a mistake and cause a caution. Oh my goodness, Trevor Perry.
that was a close one. We're going to see if Daniel Smallwood liked that at all. We'll see if he sends it or see if he tries to make a move on Perry to pay back for that cut.
It's a good thing Perry has that damage on the right rear because that prevented him from getting turned head on into the outside wall of the front stretch. Oh my.
We got some trucks going to pit road early. That's
oh boy, that's Justin Reed, Jordan Worth. I mean, good luck.
They could be trying the split, trying to pit way early, and then try to make it the rest of the way.
Yeah, we'll see how that works out for him. I'm not going to hold my breath. Just because I think fresh tires are king at this point.
Optimism here in the booth.
Hey, you know what?
We also got Timu and James Heater coming in.
Yeah, but these guys are guys at the back that, you know, Timu, he's on 40-some lap older tire, or 40-some lap old tires, so it makes sense for him coming in because his tires are so old.
Yeah, trying to do anything to make your way up to the front.
Goodness, Will Cooley, he called that late. Just about got punted by Caden Lapsevich.
That was close.
Never mind, that was Tyler Justice. I mean, Justice already pitted, and he's flying.
Yeah. He almost flew right in the back of that pitting car.
That could have been big. '16 coming in, Marcus Lindsay. He's coming to pit road. Adam Gilliland on pit road for his last stop. Everything pretty calm. Cozy's coming in. Wherever he is, back in 12th. almost
got
killed Tyler
clipped.
Justice.
That's a second time Justice had to break.
Oh, and Trevor Perry sliding on the pit road. McCandless to pit road.
Jacob Harberts as well.
Solus is going to be coming in this time, it looks like. And, well, yeah, that's pretty much what's going on. just waiting for the pit stops.
Yeah, with how long this track's been green, no yellow flags, we got a good spread of people pitting just based off of what they did previously.
And nobody has killed anybody yet trying to get to pit road. Good for them. We've gotten close a couple times, but there are 3 wide back here with the leader of Shelton. Good grief.
I'm going to be shocked that Daniel Smallwood does not get a speeding penalty because he entered really fast and had to slow down to about 30 miles an hour and then speed back up to try to avoid getting the speed penalty. So we'll see what happens there.
Miraculously, he didn't speed. I don't know if his spotter slipped the official a 50 or what, but he didn't speed. How about that? Okay, Lapsevich on pit road. So the top 8 have yet to pit. That is Shelton, McKissick, Klein, Carpenter, Brady, Bowden, Hogan, Tires. Only 8 drivers that have yet to make a final stop. What we think is their final stop.
Yeah,
They're also the only 8 trucks on the lead lap. Yeah, 33 to go, 32 to go at start finish. Colin Bowden coming in this time. I'll leave 7 on the lead lap. And 7 that have yet to make their final stop.
So far, single file all the way around the track. But we got some fast cars with green tires. We got some slow cars with old tires trying to make their way through the field, trying to not lose any time.
Garrison Hogan in as well. So 6 trucks have yet to pit.
So Jacob, do we have anything interesting happening on O or N anytime soon?
Narcos is back 2 months from tonight. 2 months exactly from today's date, so May 18th, Narcos returns. That's all I got.
Well, I'll sure to be there to try to defend a championship title.
Yeah, just thinking about it. Well, Core, that's done. Narcos 2 months away. We still don't know what platform we're going to be on for that, whether it's NR, whether it's iRacing.
I'm hoping for iRacing, but we'll see. We will see.
Yeah, you and me both. Still six trucks have yet to make a stop. Therese, Brady, Carpenter, Klein, McKissick, and Shelton, your leader.
We got a battle here with Jordan Worth and Landon Huffman. Actually, Huffman's a lap down.
Yep. Got a battle further on back, though. Tyler Justice, Harbert's back there. You got Solis Jr.
Cozy. Pressure tires.
So for those of you that don't know, ORN, I run that show. Unlike this, where we've got a producer and then me being lead commentator, I produce, direct, lead commentate. Yeah, it's a fun time. So this is a walk in the park compared to what I'm used to. And top six still have yet to pit, although Gariglia has passed Therese for positions. So Gariglia is back on the lead lap. Goodness. Blake McCandless just about killed himself and Santiago Therese in one move off of 4. That was close. As he's trying to unlap himself, and it looks like he will do that.
Oh, man. He is close to the wall and exit.
Yeah, a little bit. 25 laps to go here in Atlanta. And, boy, we need the Jeopardy theme right now, because at this point, we're just waiting for these top guys to pit and see what they can do. Shelton with a 2.5 lead over McKissick. Then it's Klein, Carpenter, Brady are top 5. They're all on old tires and still need to make a pit stop before this thing's said and done. And I got to imagine that as long as they don't pit with 5 to go, they should be able to get back on the racetrack with fresh tires, blow by everybody, and get back to the spots that they were in.
You're going to have a lot of cars to pass. It's going to be interesting to see how this lead ends up going.
Well, McKissick and Klein are on pit road. Kenny Brady also coming to pit road this time. So is Carpenter. So Nicholas Shelton's going to be all alone on his own island here if he doesn't pit this time. And he stays out.
Might be a bad move. We'll see.
Instead of Gilligan's Island tonight, it's Nicholas Shelton's island. When's he going to come back to shore?
I don't...
Santiago Therese, the only other one that hasn't made a pit stop yet, but he's been lapped. Because of that damage and everything that he got earlier on tonight. He just hasn't been able to maintain speed. Race leader in. Shelton to pit road.
Sideways. Oh, he hit the cone.
He hit the cone. I don't think that's going to be a penalty, is it?
It might.
I don't drive enough iRacing. It might. We'll see. If it is, heartbreak for Shelton, who finished second last week, has led a lot so far tonight. We'll find out once he gets off pit road, as Gariglia will cycle around to be the race leader with McCandless about a second back. There goes Gariglia. He's your race leader now. Penalty, Nicholas Shelton. Him hitting the cone is going to cost him the race win with 21 laps to go. Are you kidding me?
Man, that is a heartbreak. That is painful.
16 seconds in the box. An eternity. He's still there. Therese got off pit road, on and off pit road, and now Shelton is gone. I think that was a 30-seconder. Yeah, he got 30 for that.
Yeah, he's going to be a lap down.
Almost 40. Nicholas Shelton first to out of contention for the race win. So, if you are Brandon McKissick, you may have been served this win on a silver platter. He's got 9 seconds to make up to the leader and is trying to slice and dice through the field. He's also got Will Klein right on his back bumper. Holy moly.
Let's see how the traffic treats him.
Caution! Oh my gosh! Front straightaway. It's Jeremy Allen.
Blown up.
Jeremy Allen and James Wenzel. Caution flag is out. Inside 20 laps to go.
I think we got
it
a
looks
race,
like-
boys.
Oh no, it involved multiple folks. So Allen and... Oh goodness. Contact between Allen and Trevor Perry. And it stacked everybody up.
I was calling it earlier
And then
that
Allen
Trevor
couldn't
Perry was
save
gonna...
it and... Oh! Got net coated and then got clobbered. I think it was the 32 of Smallwood that net coated the 6, and then the 13 had nowhere to go. And that happened right in front of Nicholas Shelton. Shelton, no, he will not get the free pass. I don't think anybody is, because Allen is a lap down and he was the one involved in the crash. Cozy 10th. Great rebound for him, and now with everybody probably coming to pit road, they've all got a shot. Pits are open. Here comes the cavalry. And now Gariglia is your race leader. What? This changes everything. Nobody stays out. Is anybody brave enough to take 2? Is everybody
That's what I was thinking. That's what I was thinking, but so far I have not seen it. Everybody so far has been taking 4.
Yeah, it's going to be 4. Gariglia wins the race off pit road. Then it's McCandless, Solis Jr., Bowden, McKissick, Hogan, Klein, Gilliland, Harberts, Reed, Cozy, Worth, Carpenter, Cooley, Lindsay, Brady, Smallwood. Tierez stays out. I think he can go another lap here before he has to pit. No, he's on the lead lap. So I guess Tierez got the free pass. That, or he got the wave around or something. Couple of guys will get the wave around, though. Honeycutt, Huffman, Shelton, potentially, if they all stay out here.
I think Cozy got a penalty.
Uh-oh. Cozy would have been 11th, and yeah, he's dropping to the back. Probably sped on pit road. Another mistake for Cozy. He's going to have a little tall hill to climb in a short amount of time. So Shelton, Huffman, Honeycutt, and Allen will get the wave around, and they'll be on older tires and be starting at the back on the restart. Should have a restart with about 14 to go, I think.
So here are the questions. Will we have another caution?
Yes, no doubt. There's no way we get through this caution free. There is no way whatsoever. Well,
Another one is
the
with
streak.
how
The streak
with
almost
how
made
much-
it 2 races. Go ahead.
Sorry. With how much rubber is in this track now, will we be able to see multiple grooves used well? I mean, with the changes that we had, this is pretty much an Atlanta BR for those that are old enough to remember the Brian Ring tracks back in NASCAR Racing 2003.
This ought to be something good. If you aren't watching, I know I'm preaching to the choir, but you should probably turn this race on because it's about to get interesting.
Had about 9 lead changes. Only 1 caution
First
this
caution.
race.
Yep.
In just 4 caution laps. But that could increase substantially.
Yeah, 1 caution, 9 lane changes for now. We've got 14 laps to settle it, and we do have 3 green-white checkers if we need them. Not saying we're going to, but I'm saying there's a chance.
Lights
Here
are
we
off
go.
on the pace car.
Hold your breath. I know we're going to be doing it for the next 14 laps. Gariglia, McCandless, Solis Jr., Bowden, McKissick, your top 5. Hogan, Klein, Gilliland, Reed, Harberts, your top 10. Here we go. This is what we've been waiting for. Green flag, Gariglia off to the races right out of the gate. And McCandless didn't get a great start.
Not a great start up on the high lane. Same thing with P3. They're 2x2x2 entering turn 1.
3 wide further back. Here comes Harbert sticking it up the inside. Carpenter and Reed stuck on the high side. Here they come off a 2.
Still 2x2x2 behind the leader. We're seeing if they can make any moves. We might see some pushing going on in straightaways.
McCandless up on the outside. You got Solis Jr. down on the inside, battling for second. 13 laps to go.
Which lane's going to prevail, the low lane or the high lane? So far, it seems like the low lane as we got P2 sliding it up. That was Blake.
Yeah, McCandless, he's just going to stick it up there. But his goal now has to be to get to the back bumper of the 26. Because otherwise, you know, he's running out of laps as the 33 slides up the racetrack. Look out, is that Gilliland? What a save. No, that's Carpenter. Whew.
That was close.
Great save by him. And now he's stuck 3 wide in the middle.
Lost all that momentum.
Yeah, that's gonna hurt him. He's got a little bit of an insurance policy since he was already in the top 70, but it's gonna need good finish to help balance this one out if he can't get back to the front.
Gariglia pulling away.
And here
Losing
comes
the Coke
Bowden
Series
trying to
last
get
year.
a run. Trying to get a run on McCandless. Then you got Hogan lurking in 4th, and then there's McKissick, the dominant car of the day. Trying to get his way back up to the front. He's running out of laps. 10 laps to go here from Atlanta.
Blake's got the draft. Sends it high.
I don't think that high side's going to be enough. Yeah, here comes Bowden to the inside for second.
Here's
Good
the
run for McCandless, but
Let's see if he
I
can
don't know.
do it again here.
It's going to look to the bottom. Gariglia tried to shut the door. McCandless going to slide up. Not enough. 9 laps to go.
That dirty air from the lead car just makes it really, really hard to pass. You're going to have to diamond the exit or try to find some way to get a good straightaway.
And you got people behind you that are ready to take that spot away if you can't get it done. Right there again. He's going to stay to the high side in 3 and 4 this time. Right on the right corner panel. Right rear corner panel of that 26, but not enough.
If he's able to get to that side panel, he might be able to drag Michael to the back.
Oh, boy.
We got blocking. Get blocking.
Yeah. Down the back straightaway again. 17 going to have to regroup now. McCandless a little too far back. And you got McKissick trying to start something. Problem is he's going nowhere. He's stuck in that 5th spot. In fact, he's losing time to the top 4. 7 to go.
Behind them, they're pretty much single wide all the way around using that middle groove. It seems to be the preferred line.
Here he goes, top side again. Right there, he's going to try the high side again in 3 and 4.
He diamonds it, but he just doesn't have the momentum.
Yeah, not enough. And Bowden looking to the inside. He's just too far back again. 6 to go.
He's far back, but he's making Blake think about him.
That's true. He's in his tire tracks up there on the high side. Trying to get a run. Pulls to the inside. Not enough there. Has to pull back in line. McCandless going back up to the high side. You got to wonder if maybe he's going to try and pull a Nicholas Shelton here and make the move on the white flag lap. He may try and test a couple here before we get things said and done, but down the last lap, he's really going to go for it and try and set up a good finish. 5 to go.
He was looking there to go to the inside, but he thought better of it.
He overdrove it. Got too high. Here comes Bowden.
See how he is on the exit.
Gonna have to reel him back in.
He's there. His best move might be to treat it like a short track, give him the old bump and run.
As long as he doesn't kill him. 4 to go. McCandless again, really high. Bowden in his tire tracks.
Again, trying to get that momentum.
Pulling away there.
Trying to get that momentum in the backstretch to get the speed to go into turn 3.
Three laps to go.
Possible
and there could be lap traffic ahead. Yeah, they're catching the 6 of Jeremy Allen. That could play a factor. Here's Bowden inside for second.
See how his exit is. Oh, he got a little sideways there. That lost. He's
got
back.
Loose. Got to get back in line. But McCandless cannot do anything to Gariglia. Coming to 2 to go this time. He's going to need that lapper to help him out. Popsicle sticks at start finish. 2 laps to go. Can Michael Gariglia help cement a chance at getting back to the Coke Series with a win here in Atlanta? Or does Blake McCandless have something to say before this is said and done? Bowden got that outside line to stick better than McCandless did.
Blake got a little loose there, but he kept his momentum. Lapper's on the inside.
And he might be there. Coming to the white flag. 1 more lap to go at Atlanta. Can Michael Gariglia hang on?
This is his chance. He's going to send it. He's going to try to keep as much momentum on that high side to get the speed to try the diamond on the turn 3. Let's see what happens.
To the inside. Here comes McCandless. So we're going to do this 2 weeks in a row. McCandless to the inside. Can he make it stick? Through 3 and 4 for the final time. Gariglia with the preferred line. McCandless washes up the racetrack. He can't do it. Michael Gariglia is going to win at Atlanta. Was in the Coke Series last year, got kicked to the contender round and couldn't make it back. And now he gets the win in Atlanta and tries to claw his way back to the Coke Series.
That was a great performance by him. He was doing good with blocking. He saw the car behind him, making moves, trying to do anything, but he made a mistake-free race there at the last laps after the caution, and he's about to do some burnouts.
Gariglia 10th in points coming into tonight. Top 5 at Las Vegas 2 weeks ago. He's now got not a goose egg in the win column. He's got something there. First win on the season. It's at Atlanta. And he'll try and take that momentum into Richmond 3 weeks from tonight. So, we are back in 3 weeks. That's all right, 3 weeks. Typically, it's a 2-week break, and then we come back. It's 3 weeks. We're not sure why. I think it might be because of Easter. I don't know. You have to ask somebody at iRacing that knows. But 3 weeks from now, we are at Richmond. It should be a fun time at Richmond. I have a feeling we're going to see more than one caution flag in that one.
Yeah, there's going to be a lot of more bumping and running there, and it all depends on how well they practice, and practicing that entry into turn 1. That's always the hardest one, as well as turn 3, hitting the brakes correctly, making sure they're not checking up in front of you. I think it's going to be entertaining.
And Gariglia burned it down till the motor blew up. Let's run through the starting grid. Let's run through the official results, unofficial results. Here from Atlanta, Michael Gariglia, your race winner. Blake McCandless, second. Colin Bowden, third. Brandon McKissick led the most laps, I think, tonight. He's going to finish fourth. Garrison Hogan, fifth. Jose Salas Jr. in sixth. Adam Gilliland, seventh. Will Klein, eighth. Jordan Worth, nice rebound for him. He finishes ninth. Kenny Brady in 10th. Then Corey Carpenter, 11th. Justin Reed, 12th. Tyler Justice, 13th. Caleb Harberts, 14th. Daniel Smallwood, 15th. Michael Cozy Jr. rebounds to 16th. Jesse Atchison in 17th, Marcus Lindsay 18th, Caden Lapsevich 19th, Trevor Perry 20th, Will Cooley 21st. Santiago Tires, tough night for him. He finishes 22nd. PJ Evans 23rd. Timu Toika finishes 24th. James Heater 25th. Nicholas Shelton after that penalty, 26th. Tough break for him. Kyle Myers, 1 lap down, 27th. Jeremy Allen, 28th. Landon Huffman, 2 laps down in 29th. Caden Honeycutt, 3 laps down in 30th. James Wenzel, 19 laps down in 31st. Justin Knobloch, 102 laps down in 32nd. Garrett Conrath, 104 laps down in 33rd. Jacob Hall, 137 laps down in 34th. We're going to go to commercial break, and then hopefully we get to talk to the race winner and some others here from Atlanta. Stay with us.
iRacing is a sim racing game that combines a true-to-life racing experience with an online community of virtual racers from all around the globe. iRacing offers a multitude of officially licensed cars and tracks, laser scanned with millimeter accuracy. Their car models and mechanical systems are based on real-world physics, engineered in cooperation with manufacturers and race teams. Their skill license system ranges from rookie to pro, ensuring members are always pitted against those with similar skill sets. Members are able to sign up for a weekly race series, compete in time trials, host a private race with friends, and participate in racing leagues created and run by the community. With over 170,000 members, iRacing works in partnership with renowned motorsports organizations like NASCAR to deliver virtual races based on the real-life NASCAR Cup Series, as well as many other series on the NASCAR ladder. iRacing also features team racing, providing a variety of options for members to create and manage their own teams. Race with friends or real-world teammates in full-length endurance events like the 24 Hours of Daytona, Spa 24, or the Bathurst 12 Hour. Additional partners include IMSA, World of Outlaws, Supercars, and IndyCar, allowing members to race in their very own Indianapolis 500, Bathurst 1000, Chili Bowl, and many more iconic events. This is iRacing, delivering the most authentic racing experience short of getting into a real race car. Sign up today at iRacing.com.
We're back at Virtual Atlanta Motor Speedway. Michael Gariglia, your race winner, and he's up here to talk with us now. Man, what a race. Take us through it.
Oh man, I don't even know. I mean, when the start of the race came and I knew I had that track position disadvantage to those guys in the top 5 at the start, and we were just in a hornet's nest to start the race, I didn't do such a great job getting through traffic, but I made my way up into the top 10 before the pit cycles happened. So I felt good to get there, and I knew from there I was just going to get pulled because the top 5 had the draft. And when it came down to that final stop, I was talking with my my teammate Garrison, who had a great run himself as well. I finished 5th. We were talking about it. We were like, we're going to split the run in half. And I was basically going to wait until Blake reacted to come down to pit lane, and I was going to pit the very next lap because that 1 lap of tires, man, 1 lap of tires makes a lot of difference here at Atlanta Motor Speedway. But I mean, when it came to that caution, I had no clue what was happening. I knew like the top 5 pitted late, and I knew I had track position on them, so I knew I was sitting pretty. And on the restart, I just had to go early, space them all out, and get out in front and get away, basically.
Yeah, so tell us about the last couple laps. We saw Blake was trying to use that high line to get the momentum on the straightaways, but he just couldn't get around you. Were you making some blocks there? Were you thinking about him in the back of your mind, or were you just focused straight in front?
It's kind of 50-50. Obviously, I got to drive the truck, so I mean, I gotta look at the windshield sometimes. But I definitely was looking at that rear view. I know Blake was one of the few people who pioneered that high side in turns 1 and 2, and it gives you one heck of a run down the backstretch. So I just knew I had to block his air when he got closer to me, and every time I blocked him, it gave me that little bit of a gap, like 1 or 2 truck lengths that I needed to just breathe for a lap and then get ready for when he got that extra charge. So I mean, I knew when he was running the wall in 1 and 2, I had to go a little bit lower to get a little bit cut in the center of the corner just so I got away before the back straightaway came around. But hats off to Blake, man. If he didn't pit, honestly, for like another 10 laps, I was going to wait solely on him. So as soon as he pit, I knew it was time to go. So, yeah, it was just fun racing Blake and all.
And finally, anybody you want to thank, say hi to, that kind of stuff here before we send you on your way?
Yeah, I got to thank Landon Huffman for bringing me on board for the Total Advantage group so far this season. I know we've got a solid start to the season so far for the 15 Chevrolet Silverados. So glad we're doing well for them. The TA Academy, want to shout out to them, Windshield Deep, Glitch Energy, all of our proud sponsors that we have with Total Advantage here. So just glad to do the team proud and glad to do Landon proud. And also Dead Zone Racing without sorry, I forgot to mention Dead Zone Jarrett Liebert, Cody Bias, those guys in Top Split do all the work on the setups, and I only helped just a slight little bit with tweaking and tuning here and there. So those guys are part of the main reason that I'm up here in the victory lane tonight.
Well, congratulations on the race win, and we will see you in 3 weeks at Richmond. Best of luck to you there.
Yeah, thanks, guys.
Michael Gariglia, goodness gracious, your race winner here from Atlanta. Next up, second place, Blake McCandless. So close. Pushing the truck. You had a chance because that caution came out late. Take us through the race from your point of view, because it was a long night.
It really was there. It was that first run. If you had looked at me that first run or listened to my stream, you would have thought I was Kurt Busch on the radio. We were back there in traffic. Any lane we picked just didn't seem to work. If we were stuck on the top, if we were stuck on the bottom, it never seemed to work out. But we finally worked through some green flag pit strategy. We had a really fast truck. North Force Racing, everybody over here, Brody, Brad, all these guys did an absolutely incredible job preparing this truck. Corey Carpenter did a lot of work to Vince March. I know I'm forgetting some names, but everybody over there did such a great job building us a really, really fast Chevy Silverado here tonight. But once we were able to kind of cycle out and get in clean air, we were, I think, really able to flex our muscles. And then, I hated for Nick Shelton. He deserved to win this race. Santiago Tires was awfully fast. So wish that he was able to battle there at the end. Hate he got that speeding penalty. But once the caution came out, I was a little disappointed. I kind of wanted to see it play out. I think we were going to have a third or fourth going, and we just ended up working out to where we were able to have that battle with Michael, and it looks like David Schildhouse is going to win his split. Let's go, David!
Heck yeah, David.
Sorry, guys, I was watching his stream on there, so that's awesome.
Awesome. Well, take me through the last couple laps there. You're trying everything to try to get by that lead car. You're trying the high line, trying to get that straightaway speed, be able to pass them on the last lap. You tried the inside of turn 3, just to send it in there, and nothing happened. What do you think you could have done differently, or was there anything you could have done differently?
It was tough. I think Michael, was smart. He was probably able to put some tape on at the end. He knew he was going to get a jump on the restart, and I couldn't ride behind him. If I rode behind him, especially in 1 and 2, I just wasn't going to be able to do anything. So I was trying to make the wall work. I feel like I'm the only truck out here tonight that in clean air can make 1 and 2 work for a long period of time on the top. I don't know why. The guy's been yelling at me all week, oh, the top's not going to work. It's not going to be fast. And it was a really really good lanes just on the short run. Didn't quite have the speed that we needed. I knew I wasn't going to be able to pass Michael on the bottom there. I almost had him in the dog leg. I took a peek high, and he kind of shut the door. And again, as much as I would love to win this race and get my first victory in Road to Pro, we do have to think big picture here. And P2 is going to do a lot for us in the points, and it's going to make our trip to try and make that top 70 much easier going forward. So as much as I would like to get one spot better, I'm really thrilled with what we were able to do here tonight.
So let's talk about your racetrack for tonight. We couldn't see it because of stamped numbers on the broadcast, but you had a special paint scheme going on tonight.
We did. If you were watching my stream, I could see there. We have a scheme on our truck that resembles my granddad's 1968 Dodge Dart LO23. You can see the scheme right there. That's the one we ran. It is such a beautiful car. Lucky enough, we own it as a family. We have it in a museum that my family started, the McCandless Collection, located in Burlington. And again, my granddaddy could shift to 4-speed and make it sound like an automatic, and we were going to pay homage to him and run a scheme. Cosman eNASCAR there, Splash and Go Graphics, did such an amazing job getting all the little details right on this car. There's so many little things that were really tough to nail down, and he did such a great job. It looks awesome on the track. And, he actually texted me last night and said, "Thank you for thinking of me, Blake." So it's really nice to represent the McCandless family and come out here. Although in 1968, he barely lost in this car. So we may have made the finals here if we're talking about drag racing terms, but unfortunately we weren't able to get it done. But he made money just about any time he ran out with that car, and I'll consider a P2 here tonight, us making a little bit of bank.
And finally here, final thoughts. Anybody you'd like to thank, say hi to before we send you on your way?
Well, of course, again, I'd have to shout out Jacob, everybody at North Force Racing. They did such an incredible job. All the preparation, preparing this truck, a lot of work's gone in. This was a tough track to nail down with the new build and all the different lines we could run. So a lot of work went into this. So everybody at North Force, Matt Fortham, everybody who builds this, they did such a great job giving me the tools to be successful tonight. And, of course, everybody out there on my stream, I know I had a lot of support out there. Thank you guys for watching. I appreciate it all the same. And, everybody that allows me to do broadcasting, driving, everything in iRacing. It's so cool to see what it's turned into. And, I'm just really, really happy for tonight. And, of course, congrats to Michael Guerrilla, my fellow pre-race counterpart, on getting the win. And even a shout out to Colin Bowden, too. He raced me really, really clean during this race. We kind of worked through the field together. So shout out to him as well.
Blake McCandless, congratulations on the second place. We'll hear you tomorrow in the booth for FTF, and best of luck to you in 3 weeks at Richmond. Congratulations.
You will, guys. Thank you very much.
Next up, third place, Colin Bowden, driver of the, I don't even remember, 21, 24, so many numbers. Pants are out of my head. But either way, Colin, third place finish here at Atlanta. Solid job, solid night. That caution there at the end kind of helped your cause. It staying up at the front.
Yeah, I mean, at the time, I didn't think the caution was beneficial to us. I didn't feel like we had really good short run speed there, but we were just able to maintain with what we had there. I was happy to just finish wherever I was going to end up on the green flag run, but it all worked out and we had a good point stay, so everything worked out pretty good.
For the last couple laps there, it looked like you were running that high line with Blake. Was there any thinking what you could do, see if you could try to get second, maybe hoping for 1 and 2 to get side by side for you to get the lead?
I mean, once it was about 3 or 4 to go, once I had a little gap on Garrison, I could try the bottom and just hope when I went to the bottom he would get loose or something to mess up and I would have a hole to slip up into. I mean, I had the room to fall back if I had to. I was 80% sure, that it wasn't going to work, but I had room to work with, so it wasn't hurting to try it.
Any final thoughts, everybody you want to thank, say hi to before you send you on your way?
Yeah, I just got to thank all the guys at Space Station Racing, Will Rogers and Jake Fisher, for bringing me on board. I got to thank Colin Keiser. He put a lot of work into the setup this week. We turned a lot of laps to try and find more speed than we had at Vegas. And yeah, that's pretty much it.
Well, congratulations on the third place, and we will see you in 3 weeks at Richmond. Good luck there.
Thank you.
All right, Ben, final thoughts here from Atlanta.
Hey, I just want to appreciate you, Jacob, for letting me be here in the second seat of the broadcast. Gotta thank STN for allowing me to do this. And it was a fun race. We had a good long green flag. We had a couple pit stops on the green, and then we had that nice little fun last couple laps with that yellow flag. So I think we had pretty much everything that you could wish for.
Just got to wait and see what comes in 3 weeks when we get away from the mile and a halves and we get to the short tracks. It's going to be a lot of fun. There's no doubt about it. So that wraps up our coverage here on STN from Atlanta Motor Speedway, virtual Atlanta Motor Speedway at that. For Ben Easterday and our producer, Zach Johnson, I'm Jacob Hitz. Thank you so much for watching tonight's broadcast of the eNASCAR Road to Pro Qualifying iRacing Series. And we look forward to seeing you in 3 weeks from Richmond. Until then, good night from Atlanta.